Hello everyone. Hi Liana. Yeah, just got back from work. A pretty rushed day. We're having a lack of employees. It's only gonna get worse next week when my contract ends. Won't be my problem though. Okay, it has been a while since I played the first Mechanicus game. I don't even remember, it might have been a year or two. Thank you to Cassetto Games for sending me a key for this one. I really enjoyed the first one and I love the Warhammer universe. The Mechanicus is my favorite Imperium army. Yeah, and this one... Oh yeah, the soundtrack for the first game is really good too. Very heavy on the organ music. Because the Mechanicus are like religious machine god worshippers. Sure, let's go with the regular. And in this one you can actually choose to play as the Necron, which is cool.
Confirm the presence of Xenos structures.
Data Inquisitor Steamroller, your objective is to explore and catalog any Xenos artifacts and report back to the Omnissiah node.
Such a shame to finally find what I have sought and not bring anything back.
Limit your activities to observation. Our fourth world is young. We would know what has been here before. Only then can this region be consecrated to the Omnissiah and its bounties exploited.
Of course, Prime Hermeticon. My maniple will locate an entrance to the underground structure. Let us venture deeper. There is always so much under the surface for the taking.
So we're setting up a new Forge world.
A door left open for us. Perhaps seismic activity has opened it. Excavation Manipul Eta 7. Scout ahead. Secure the entrance. These ruins belie the much larger structure beneath. There is much here I find familiar.
UI reminds me of Total Warhammer.
Xenos, my hypothesis holds true. The day will not be wasted after all.
Got some scarabs. Leader. This is new, I think. In the first one, I think it was just like your group of characters that you built. Yeah, so you can move and then use the firing abilities, but you can't fire and move. Okay, we got a couple servitor and a skitari. Oh, can I only move one character a turn? Ah. Yeah, looks like it. Oof. Yeah, I think I remember reading in the Warhammer Codex that canticles are like Mechanicus' thing. I think the Necron's thing is that they can revive when they're about to die. Kind of want to bring this guy out of harm's way, but then I'd skip a move. Yeah, reanimation protocols. I really want to paint some Necron at some point. Oh no, I can't use the character that I already moved. I see. No? Oh, I gotta use the litany. Skills can be used at any point during a unit's turn without restricting its movement. Inflict weakened and immobilize on an enemy. Aggro stopper. Volkite blaster. Also, I guess this thing is reanimating right now, so if I got a hit on it, it wouldn't come alive. Okay, you can use copper. Nice. So that Necron warrior is gone. Nice. Yeah. There's so many different kinds of Warhammer games. I mean, there's even a chess one. It's called Regicide. Holy fuck. Oof, and if we were next to an enemy, we could have meleeed as well. Okay, there's a reinforcement to this thing as well. Empowered. Next weapon action used by this unit inflicts 1 damage. Plus 1 damage. Sweet. And now I just gotta hit it once so it doesn't reanimate. Oop, there goes the servitor. Yeah, there's even a racing game. I guess I'll just take care of this scarab swarm. Oh, okay, it's still a victory even if they're reanimating. So they count as dead, basically. That's nice.
That is the last of them. An emergency? What is the servitor's status? Report. Then we shall have to see it for ourselves. Servitor 997 Gamma. Not satisfactory. Evidently was where?
Servitor requires attention before it's functional. Assess the condition of the servitor and attempt any necessary repairs.
The servitor's logic circuits were burned out, and the gyrosextant misaligned. These have been corrected. Report on its status. to suffice.
We need to recruit it.
This one is damaged. Its machine code generator must be malfunctioning. Servitor, engage low Gothic speech mode. Good. I would scour this place for its secrets, but it is unwise to tarry. Survey our immediate surroundings and report.
Loading frustration.
The mechanics of fate have put a door in our path. Surely the Omnissiah wills us to delve further.
Dino's technology of the gateway is unresponsive. Decide how to proceed. Subtlety. Attempt to open the gate by finding and examining the locking mechanism in the hope of operating it directly. There's no time for the vagaries and the hazards of Xeno's technology. Use a pair of ammunition magazines as improvised explosives to blast the gateway open. That's not very Mechanicus.
A modulated current applied to the locking components should produce results. And it opens. There is no obstacle that will not melt away before a sufficiently cunning application of knowledge. Excavation maniple 8 to 7, and mostly intact. Servo skull, find us a way back to the surface.
I wonder if we're gonna be able to explore a map like this on our own after the tutorial.
For an eternity, we slumbered. And as we slept, we dreamed of half-remembered lives and new forms of cold metal and hate, of shackles broken and gods humbled, of the empire that was ours and the galaxy that bowed to us. From her slumber, awoke Nefershah, our guard to the Pharaon Sankotep. Nefershah, she who was to decide the fate of Kivroth.
Oh, we're doing a tutorial as both factions.
Memories. Biotransference. The cold of the great sleep. I have dreamed, but now I wake.
The weight of eons lay on the tomb of Nefershah. The Vargard knew her slumber had been a long one, but there was no telling how long.
There is no time to wallow in our past. I am the hand of the Pharaon. I am the Vargard to Sankotep. My duties are to the throne. Cryptek Kynox, attend to me.
But I was not there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nefershah found herself faced with alien intruders. She regarded the creatures with as much mild curiosity as anger. They appeared partially biological, illogical and carrying weapons of strange and inefficient design. They moved to attack, but Nevershah gave no quarter.
Only the ignorant would despoil the tomb of a Pharaoh's Vargard. For that ignorance, I am the punishment. Stand ready.
First time a Necron unit is destroyed in a skirmish, its reanimation protocols activate. A round countdown timer will appear, and when it reaches 0, the unit returns to play. Some skills like a Rise allow you to accelerate the return of units. Ah. Instantly end the reanimation protocols countdown of all reanimating Necrons. Sweet. Oh, it's a flayed one. Actually getting range. Oh, there was a block there I didn't see. Oh, there goes that one. Yeah, in the first one, you were kind of going after Necron leaders, and they all had like their own gimmicks. Ooh. Okay, stop devouring that Skitari. Self-destruct protocol inflicts weakened and damage equal to this unit's remaining HP on an enemy unit. Oh nice, and attacks of opportunity as well. Each time one of your Necron units inflicts damage, the Dominion gauge fills up by the same number. When the gauge is fully filled, a Dominion level is gained and the gauge resets. Each level enhances or unlocks certain weapons and skills. Interesting.
Service.
Lock them up and then use this. Nice.
Forgive wrath. The Pharaoh's will.
Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot that the enemies get it too. That was bad for me.
Dynasty.
I gotta remember that when I'm playing against melee enemies. Nice.
The tomb of Nevershah was extensive, and its observation protocols long dormant. Until they were fully activated, the Vargard had to seek her cryptic advisor alone.
These unworthy trespassers must not be permitted to become troublesome. And still, Kynox is not present. My cryptek should be in attendance.
Decide on an approach to finding Cryptek Kynox. Nevershah opted to locate Kynox as quickly as possible, heedless of any danger. Nevershah wary that she may have been awoken by the presence of danger in her tomb proceeded with caution. Necron arrogance. Haste.
Honored Vargard, forgive me. Some malfunction of the tomb's awakening protocols has sealed my stasis crypt until these invaders are gone.
Curb your obeisances, Kynox. Though the task is beneath me, I shall disinter you.
At the start of each skirmish, you'll deploy your units onto the battlefield. Tactical view is enabled by default during deployment, giving you a clearer look at enemies and terrain. You can toggle it on or off at any time during a skirmish. Deploy and reposition units if you want to undeploy. Number of units you can deploy is limited by your leader's capacity. Its capacity can be increased through upgrades. So we've got a Necron warrior there, a reanimating warrior, engine seer, a couple servitors and a ranger, and a vanguard. Raid ones in front.
The Pharaoh's will.
Oh yeah, I do have to use them now. I probably shouldn't charge in with them. I knew that was coming. Well, let's get an attack in on the boss. Some units have armor and defense, making them harder to kill. Each point of armor reduces incoming damage by 1. Defense regenerates each turn, and absorbs incoming damage before it can reduce the unit's HP. Ah, okay, so defense comes back. So you really want to get a bunch of hits in at once. Oof. Nice. Made them lose a turn. Good hit. Can't quite get in range.
This world will be no more waiting. For the dynasty.
I can't shoot through my allies as well.
No more waiting.
Nice.
In service.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Oh, I was able to shoot through Evershot though.
Millions of stellar cycles I have slept, yet still I tire of this nonsense.
Ooh, the Engineers here has a melee weapon that passes defense.
Cryptek, are you damaged?
Nothing that cannot be attended to later, Honored Vanguard.
Good. Attend upon me, Kynox. What has caused this interruption to the Great Sleep?
The tomb's observation routines have deteriorated over time. Their data is incomplete.
How long has it been?
More than a quarter turn of the galactic plane. Many stars will have bled and died since we last looked to the heavens, Honored Vanguard.
I see. Then, for all its sacrifices, immortality is undimmed.
The partial data indicates small biological entities are inside the tomb. Some warriors were roused in response, but they were destroyed.
So, we have an infestation of these vermin. The first of my duties is to see them exterminated. I shall attend to the security of my stasis crypt first, then drive them from the tomb.
Well, we're going back and forth.
We are still missing Omnissiah Devos. It would be logical to rescue him if he yet lives.
I wonder if we're gonna run into each other and then we need to choose who we play as.
Though an escape route is the highest priority, it would be an unforgivable waste to squander this opportunity to examine a Necron tomb.
Yeah, that's about right.
I lost treasures beyond enumeration to the exterminators at Silver Tenebris. The wantonness, the waste. I will permit no such tragedy here. Less than useful. Should we come across Devos, all the better. But for now, I must determine the best route through this labyrinth myself.
Topographical scan indicates structures extending in all directions. Allied life signs nil. Watch for any intelligence or technology that can be acquired. Ignore this the information reaches of the tomb in favor of moving as quickly as possible. We're the Mechanicus, so we gotta do our research.
The tomb is no mere dead structure. Something stirs here, even if it seems. The circumspect approach was clearly the correct one. Thus, the pursuit of knowledge is always rewarded.
Fewer enemies next skirmish.
More resistance. The tomb is not merely defended by dregs and stragglers. It is a weakening.
Ooh, got some Skitari now. The end of its turn suffers 1 damage that bypasses defense and bypasses armor. Inflict irradiated. Bear can still move after using. Inflict exposed on an enemy unit. Suffers +1 damage from weapon actions and skills. Immune to radiation. Deals max damage if the bearer has not moved this turn. Ooh. After attacking an enemy, target at range 5 or more generate cognition point. Oh, I wouldn't assume that they have armor. At least the enemies we fought so far haven't had any. Wonder if the warriors will be able to shoot through that. Oh yeah, and I should be... Oh, yep, they can. I should be throwing out that analyze since it's got a cooldown and it just generates cognition points just like that. Ooh, I could rush to them. Nice, and took them out of the awakening as well with the third hit. Did even get through the shield. Wait, what happened to it? Okay, the mobility of the Vanguard is pretty nice. Being able to shoot and then move. Empowering is really slow to use. Actually got some damage on me.
Structure ahead appears unstable. Topographical scan. A ravine we must cross. Erosion or seismic activity has taken a toll on the tomb. Time is pitiless, even to the Necrons.
An area of the tomb appears damaged by the shifting of surrounding rocks over the millennia. Be warned, the passageway is split by a deep rift, and the ceiling is prone to collapse. Cross the rift and accept the risk. Skirt around the damaged area to avoid danger. Let's go around.
Moreover, this was a storage area for samples of an alloy I do not recognize. The Necrons in their ignorant slumber grant us a gift. It would be illogical not to accept it.
Nice.
Another gateway. This one far more elaborate. But our path had taken us not to the outside, but to an inner chamber. The Omnissiah commands that the knowledge beyond must be gained. Devos lives, but barely, it seems. Give me his life signs.
Oh, is that the engineer who we beat?
What little flesh remains of Devos has proven weak indeed.
Engineer Divas' injuries are potentially mortal. Attempting to save him is the course of action most endorsed by the tenets of the Creed Mechanicus. However, the chances of his survival are low. The effort expended may not be rewarded. Administered the Omnissiah's mercy, placing pragmatism over compassion. Attempt to restore the engineer's vital signs and stabilize him. 31%. Let's go.
Shock his central nervous system. A full bioelectric reset may stabilize his augmentations.
Shocking the central nervous system.
His injuries were beyond remedy. Unfortunate. This death represents a significant deficit in resources.
Wait, focused, plus max damage.
Enough delay. Open these doors. A not unexpected welcome.
Yeah, Scavella's alive. And currently plundering a awakening tomb. When she's supposed to be escaping. Nice, didn't reach. Oh yeah, I could have analyzed them. No, we haven't seen anyone else yet. No, that we were supposed to reach. Wait, why is this Vanguard -1 HP? I didn't realize how little of a range the Vanguards have. That's something for them as well. No, we've only seen Scavella, a random engine seer, our servo skull, and then the 2 Necron characters that you play as. Yeah, there's so much cool lore to delve into in Warhammer. Well, I don't need to deal max damage, so I'll move into cover. God damn. Ooh, empower. Six damage because we stood still. Nice. Reinforcements are bad for us. Oh yeah, does the irradiation actually kill them when they're reanimating? Oof. Cavella is so thick that she can't go anywhere. Yeah. Okay, so irradiation will also apply the damage that you need to kill them in reanimation protocol. So close. Okay, now I just need to take care of the scarabs.
Chamber. The heart of the tomb. Random fate generation has led us here. The Omnissiah willed it.
Random fate generation.
Shah's first glimpse of the invaders was of an individual who would prove to be an outlier in their number. Though Never-Shah did not know it at the time, this scaveholder was from the human order of the Adeptus Mechanicus. It was learned in the ways of scientific theory and practice, albeit only by primitive human standards.
Talking shit.
A strange and biological thing. Is this what has infested the galaxy in our absence? One would imagine evolution had produced something more robust. So this is indeed a tomb, and you are the one interred. Evidently a necron of some seniority. A rare specimen. It understands us. Physically unimpressive, but advanced. You shall discover just how advanced we can be, Xenos. This primitive creature addresses me as if I were an outsider. Yet this is my domain. One that no intruder will be permitted to tread. Let alone a whelp from a species not fit to witness a Necron's majesty. Ancient trinkets I do not understand. I have harvested technology from 100 Xenos races and delved into secrets even your once great civilization does not know. We mastered the forces of this galaxy before you even stumbled blindly across your world's surface. What secrets can you know that are not trifles to the Necrons? It is only fitting they die with you.
Oh, here we go. Oh, are we actually gonna kill her? Let them come to us.
Millions of stellar cycles I have slept, yet still I tire of this nonsense.
Such a bad position to start from. Oof, god, that is so much damage. One. God damn it. Maybe we're not gonna kill her. Irradiation is gonna be tough. Oh yeah, reinforcements. Here are the grunts first. Disable that vanguard as well. That's something to remember as well, even if we're... Yeah. Oh yeah, shit, I could have awakened them, I forgot. Even if we're lower in units, we do have the reanimation protocol on our side.
This world will be for this world will be ours.
Oh, we both got reinforcements.
Forgive Wrath. In service.
Probably shouldn't run in there. Nice hit. Oh, hold on. Is that like irradiated ground? Oh, the scarabs have the self-destruction now. Damn. Oof. Minimal damage. That is nasty.
Threats abound.
Good hit.
This world will be ours.
Nice.
Threats abound. Stand ready.
A bit risky to go in melee on them.
Forgive Wrath.
I think I need to get that defense back first. she's so thick that I can hit her from this block as well. Ooh, but she does get a hit on me now, though. Oh, I might be dead. Fuck me. No? No, the Skitari is gonna shoot her. That's unfortunate. I lost in the tutorial. God, these Necron warriors have the worst range. Gonna build a big old line of warriors. Blade ones. It's really a bad starting position for me because I have such shitty range. Mechanicus will definitely feel way stronger. Just getting a ones.
The Pharaohs will. We kneel to none.
Oh, shit. Didn't think that they were next to them. That was a really bad play from me. Oh, and I killed that one as well. Yeah, so it's even when they're running past them, it's not just when they're leaving. I didn't know that. Just gonna restart this skirmish now. Played that so badly. I could have mentioned that it's also when just passing an enemy, not just leaving from a melee fight. Nice, and they're at a really shitty range from me.
In service.
Already got one servitor down.
The Pharaohs will.
Really don't want to get Nevershah irradiated. These vanguards are terrifying.
In service. No more waiting.
Actually, I wonder if this is capable of hitting multiple targets. Since when I use the melee on the flayed one, it doesn't do the cone.
Threats abound.
First unit encountered. Doesn't say anything on this. Oh. Holy shit. That is so powerful. God damn. Okay, more reinforcements.
Stand ready. In service.
Good hit.
Stand ready.
Shouldn't bring them in front of those Skitari. Oh. Well, tanked one hit. Would have been way more useful to bring that one back. Can't do anything with this one, it can't move. I really wish I hadn't put that flayed one there. Now I can't take out Scavella. How many does this charge? Not enough to get to the Skitari.
Forgive wrath.
Damage on targets within half range. We go there. Nice.
We are outmatched. Hannibal, countermand self-preservation routines. Full principle defense protocols. Retaliation.
The leader of the invaders used its underlings to surround Nevershah, but it fled her sarcophagus chamber. Other guards swiftly dispatched these sacrificial minions, but not before the instigator of the intrusion had escaped her.
The architect of this outrage has fled. Moreover, this intrusion may not be isolated. There is no telling how many aliens are on Kivroth. I must go to my Pharaon. Sankotep must know.
She survived.
From the moment I first witnessed the interlopers,
Oh, nice turn.
they disgusted me. Eons we slumbered, waiting to reclaim our galaxy, only for it to become infested with vermin that proliferated in our absence. Now, we awaken to retake what is ours. Wretched amalgamations of meat and metal, shackled to ignorance by your faith. Do you truly believe you can stop us? We, who have shattered our very gods and enslaved them to our will. The stars were young when our empire was ascendant, and when the last of them die, we alone will remain. For we are immortal.
Nice. This was a really good turn of the lines from the original game. Okay. Negatives for Explorator Cohort or Sankotep Dynasty. Oh, I love my Mechanicus.
Noble Magi of the Omnissiah,
Ostinius.
I have responded to your summons.
Magos Faustinius, we have called you to our world for your experience with the Xenos, known as Necrons. You have engaged these creatures before. Confirm.
Indeed. I fought the Necrons on Silver Tenebris, though the outcome was suboptimal. Historical records assert that the planet was destroyed, subjected to exterminatus. I determined Exterminatus was the only way to ensure the Necron threat was truly eliminated. My calculations were extensive. I believe the Omnissiah's will was done.
No such option exists on Hecateus 4. Ours is a forge world, newly established, but one that must be defended at all costs. This forged city of Experitus represents resources that Adeptus Mechanicus cannot lose. There will be no Exterminatus here.
The spaceport menials report you have not arrived alone.
I am accompanied by a retinue. All specialists, all worthy of my trust. They were at my side on Silver Tenebris. There are few with their experience of facing the Necrons. You arrive as operations have already begun. Our campaign to dismantle the Necron formations and uncover their underground tools is well underway.
It is the Omnissiah's will that Hecateus 4 become a monument to the priesthood of Mars. Not 1 square meter wasted. Skies dark with the smoke of our manufactoria. A forge world to equal any in the Imperium. Before this can come to pass, the Xenos must be eradicated.
Battle zone data analysis has demonstrated an element lacking in our strategic assets. The Skitari cohorts are an unwieldy tool for engaging an enemy that remains opaque to our analysis. We find ourselves in need of a force that can move rapidly and at short notice.
Gathering data, eliminating key targets, supporting Skitari operations, functioning beyond established battle lines.
You begin immediately. Mission parameters are already generated. Archaeopter transport is waiting for you. Then I am at your disposal, Magi.
I'm really curious to see how they do the campaign in this one.
Grave news, Magi. The Necrons have awoken in far greater numbers than we suspected. The Skitari could not halt their advance. The aliens' foul presence darkens the horizon. With malevolent purpose they march.
This Videx.
It is my belief the Necrons are mustering for an assault on Ex Veritas. It is our principal forge city. Logic dictates the enemy would consider it a primary target.
Our predictive models concur. The defense of Ex Veritas shall become the principal strategy in our computations. Meanwhile, your strike force will be needed to act in haste, where other forces cannot. You will be assisted in this by the tech priest who discovered the first Necron presence on the planet. We understand you have previous interactions.
We are separated from the events at Silver Tenebris by much time and space. Yet still our paths cross, Faustinius. The odds would seem incalculably long. Yet perhaps this was inevitable.
Skevola, your presence haunts us like the howling of forsaken machine spirits.
Lector Dogmatis Videx, it has been too long since last we spoke. What an unexpected joy.
Error, sarcasm, buffer overflow.
Tech Acquisitor, regardless of our disagreements about the fate of Silver Tenebris, I cannot fault your experience battling the Necrons. We will have need of it. What we need is a leash on this xenophile crone. My cohorts and I are at your service, Magi. Let the Omnissiah's will be done through us.
The war map lets you track the progress of your campaign on the planet and direct your operations through various missions. Okay, so still mission-based. Acquisition represents the resources fueling the Adeptus Mechanicus war effort on this world. It is generated passively during missions by your forged cities, and later in the campaign your forged temples, and can be spent to recruit units for a mission deployment. Spend it carefully. Committing too much requisition now may leave you with fewer options when the war demands more of you. Okay, it's a pretty large map. And Lector Dogmatics Videx to provide reconnaissance ahead of Skitarii force as it marches against a concentration of Necrons. Reward augmentation points used to upgrade your leaders in the reliquary. Architect fragment used to unlock technologies in the Shrine of Knowledge. So warriors, blade ones, and scarabs.
Faustinius, a force of Skitarii is marching upon a concentration of Necron warforms. The resulting engagement is expected to shatter the Xenos resistance with a probability over 87%. However, massed Skitarii formations are unsuited to reacting swiftly to unexpected battlefield variables.
And my forces from the Caestus Metallicum offer a solution?
Quite so. Select troops are to be reconfigured into an intervention plate to respond rapidly where required. Its first task is to range ahead of the Skitarii and clear the path for them. Mobility and independence of command is required for this task. I am assured you can offer both.
I sense an underestimation of the Necrons. They may not adhere to your prediction models.
Your admiration of the alien is showing, Sravola. Remember, it is written thus: he who speaks well of the alien is no more than a weapon in the hands of the Xenos.
Your advice is committed to memory, Tech Acquisitor. Lector Dogmatis Videx is well suited to leading such a mission. Am I correct in surmising he is to be sent upon this duty without delay?
You are.
My personal servo scow shall accompany the intervention clade to provide a means of observation and communication. It was made from the remains of Redditus, a fellow tech priest of great erudition. Its battlefield data-gathering capabilities are far in excess of standard. I compiled the neuro protocols myself.
Sweet.
Then let's turn the cogs of war.
At the start of a mission you can choose up to 3 stratagems. Each of them gives you a bonus at the cost of increasing enemy vigilance during the mission. Be careful, at maximum vigilance additional enemies will spawn in skirmishes. So what will it do when it's partial? Oh no, yeah, when we get it there we're gonna move from place to place, and during that it will build vigilance meter. Acquisition cost to hire troops reduced. Unit recruitment capacity for this mission increased. Let's go without any for now. Each unit card represents a squad or individual unit you can recruit. Unit cards are randomly generated for each mission. Your cannon fodder. You always have access to basic unit type. Definitely want those vanguards, those were amazing. Be wary of vigilance. When the meter fully fills, additional enemy units will appear in the next skirmish.
I am in position. The eyes of the Omnissiah fall upon this place. Let no foe go unseen. The enemy is close. We shall advance.
Move along the Skitari's projected path, and locate or eliminate any enemy along the way. Make sure to maintain full awareness, Lector Dogmatis.
Of course. Heed the words of Fabricator General Mechanicus. Let us observe the foe, not in awe, but the better to destroy it.
Detection of Necron forces confirmed, contact imminent, awaiting orders. Advance rapidly, ready to engage the enemy, alerting nearby hostiles but minimizing the chances of becoming surrounded. Advance by fire teams. Split the force into mutually supporting components to advance while maintaining fields of fire. Employ covert action protocols to minimize exposure and avoid contact with the enemy. Well, the orders were to destroy them. Aggression. So it's an automatic path in this one. I feel like I remember you having choices in the last one.
Hesitate not. Remember, time is a raw material to be expended only in the Omnissiah's service.
Fighting is so fucking loud. Feels like random encounters in Pokemon. I see that vehicle. We better be able to use that. Oh. Can you even go through that? Videx, a zealous preacher of the machine god's orthodoxy. Videx feels faith and firepower in equal measure. His devotion to a sacred logic makes him both an inspiring commander and a dangerous fanatic. On the battlefield, Videx excels at ranged warfare and battlefield support. He can expose himself to greater risk to empower the ranged weapons of nearby allies. In time, he may unlock rituals, powerful time-intensive abilities that channel the motive force through code and creed alike.
Stand intolerant.
Heavy weapon deals max damage if the bear has not moved. Can't even Oh yeah, it uses 2 cognition points. Staff. Next time this unit would suffer damage, that damage is ignored. Nice. For each defense point the fight X has, grant the energize stack to allied unit. Unit's next range weapon inflicts +1 damage. So I could give +2 to someone. Oh, they're burning. Okay, the AI doesn't seem great. Oh, that's one down. Yeah, the Vanguard, with that analyze ability, they generate so many cognition points as well.
Omnissiah, bless our weapons and curse our foes.
He's so fat as well. Ooh. Yeah, with the irradiated, I don't even have to worry about their reanimation protocol. Unless they have a leader that can reawaken.
Omnissiah, bless our weapons and curse our foes.
Oh, Videx gives defense instead of empowering. Move to target location unimpeded by pit cells and ignoring ground effects. Can't stop above pit cells and can't be used after using weapon action, unless that weapon has the assault trait. So I wonder if they're gonna give us the same amount of customization that we got in the first game. Because that was a really cool part of the first game, how much you could customize your characters. Okay, Videx destroy them. That went smoothly. And there's a progress bar. Oh yeah, but we keep our damage. have reached a waypoint. Sacrifice a unit to decrease vigilance. Generate cognition point, recruit new unit. Yes, so we can now use requisition points. Well, I guess we'll take cognition points. We can fire the big weapon with Videx from the beginning.
Excellent! Scan for remnants of Necron forces. The Xenos must be cleansed in their entirety.
The enemy are not as purged as we thought. How many are indicated?
That's not good.
They must have some means of outmaneuvering us. Underground tunnels or sensor-baffling technology to hide their muster points. Elector Dogmatis, your situation is untenable. Retreat at once.
To retreat in the face of the foe is to hand in the victor's laurels. My heart shall be as a reactor fueled by hatred, and by its fire shall I drive the foe back. With Skitarii reinforcements, I can hold out.
Not against these numbers. You are more valuable intact than discarded in a show of devotion. Withdraw to the preset extraction point immediately.
Have faith, Magos Dominus. The Omnissiah grants us the knowledge to forge our weapons and command our armies. We must trust in the divine efficiency of his design.
The Skitarii are out of position. Reinforcements will arrive fragmented, and enemy forces are overwhelming. Your imperative is to withdraw, with no further delay.
Direct path to the extraction point passes through multiple hostile units. Tactical solution required. Awaiting input. Forsake tactical concerns to reach the extraction point as quickly as possible. Employ mutually protective tactics to minimize incoming damage while reaching the extraction point. Invoke an obscure scripture of the cult Mechanicus to inspire the strike force. Defensive. Nice, more defense.
Then our righteous labor approaches its conclusion. By the will of the Omnissiah, our final act shall be of destruction!
Videx is great. Okay.
For the Omnissiah! I sense Xenos corruption all about us.
I should have used analyze. Oh, never mind. Nice. Didn't even go through the defense. Ooh, that's not great.
I sense Xenos corruption all about us.
Okay, I gotta start hauling ass.
Seeking revelation.
I just wanted the cognition point.
Omnissiah, bless our weapons and curse our foes.
Oh! Oh, I thought I hit the obstacle for a moment.
Machine God's will.
Get bonked. Ow. Okay, I gotta try and get some cognition points. Ooh, they're coming all around.
Stand intolerant. Why the machine god?
Nice. Lydex can get in. one more heavy blast. Oh shit, it actually reached.
For the Omnissiah!
Okay, so even if I'm 2x2, I can just a bit further by going to the last one. Nice. And those scarabs are gonna die on their own. I mean, Videx talked a lot of shit, but we're still just escaping.
Awaiting enlightenment.
Okay, we'll escape next turn.
Intensity insufficient. Maximizing zeal.
Return to Ex Veritas, Lector Dogmatis. Your task is done.
Against such numbers, and with their advance blunted, the algorithmic omens are dire. The Skitarii offensive is likely to fail. This is far from the glory the Omnissiah demanded of us.
None can doubt your zeal, Lector Dogmatis. It may even be that you displayed too much.
Really? Moment. I've got a shift tomorrow.
Rather an excess of zeal than of complacency. When we return here, it will be to excise the alien and restore the sanctity of our forged world.
Okay, requisition points, architect, and augmentation points. Oh, I can't wait to get Castellans. They've unlocked the Shrine of Knowledge and panels. Visit them to the Shrine of Knowledge and panels. Visit them to research new technologies, unlock powerful units, and enhance your leaders. Architect fragments can be recovered during missions. Spend them here to unlock new technologies. Unlocking technologies grant access to new units and increases the chance of recruiting higher ranked troops in the future. Oh, my boy! And a cannon fern as well. Forge temples and technologies are directly related to the more forge temples you control, the more technologies you can unlock. Rush skill for servitor. Number of servitors you can recruit for each mission. Requisition cost of servitors to 0. Gather from destroyers. Castellan robots. Ooh, Sicarian Rastalkers. I love their design. And Princeps. The Roxy. Sweet. Electro Priest, Guitar Marshall. Very nice. I'm tempted to get the Rust Stalkers, or Infiltrators actually. We would get some stealth action going. We could do heavy range and then have some assassins sneak in. There we go, got it. Priests earn augmentation points after each successful mission. Use these points to improve or unlock their skills, weapons and traits. You can freely reassign augmentation points between missions. Ah. Roll. Kefra. Videx. Ooh. I love their look. Flechette Blaster. 4 times 0 to 1 damage. Analyzing. Obscured and focused. Wait, does the focus... If it's so, it's a guaranteed plus 1 at least, so it won't shoot a 0. Move to the target cell, ignoring attacks of opportunity. 2 turn cooldown. Omnissiah's axe. Ignores the target's defense and deals heavy damage, or max damage. Chance to dodge attacks. If the user kills an enemy unit, reset the cooldown of this canticle. So you can like blink around. Units under Caprix's command gain strengthened at the start of each skirmish. Next melee weapon inflicts +1 damage. Units under Caprix's command gain aggressive defense. When an enemy unit moves into melee range, this unit makes an attack of opportunity against it. Also, when they run into melee range, they get hit. Kill Cycle Canticle. If this is not the first use of this canticle this turn, the user's melee weapon gains multiple uses. Ooh, so you could do 2 hits with the melee weapon. And it ignores defense. When making a melee attack from behind the target, +1 max damage. This seems like a really fun character. Plus movement. Ooh, this with the Sicarians. The thing is, they're the leader. If they get killed, you fail. Reduces the combined vigilance meter impact of selected stratagems by 1. Skirmish deployment capacity. Skirmish deployment. Remove the requirements to sacrifice a unit for the scout waypoints. Reduce the requisition cost of Caprix recruiting Sicarian units. Yep, there it is. Sicarian units under Caprix's command gain assassination. Yeah, so they have a really good synergy with Sicarians. When making a ranged attack, ignore dodge, obscured and similar effects. Inflict irradiated on targets. Damage on the axe. After killing an enemy unit, generate cognition. Omnissiah's axe effect area is changed to a cleaving blow. Damage against small targets. Bypass armor. Lands a craft wave shock mine on each cell in the target area. Unit that enters a cell occupied by a craft wave shock mines immediately suffers immobilized. Suffer -1 damage from ranged attacks. Oh, and you could get Videx to heal. Servitors gain defended. Restore HP to Videx. End of this unit's turn, generate 1 cognition point. When a unit uses Incantation of the Iron Soul, if Videx has 5 or more defense, Videx fires a bounce 3 electric bolt that inflicts 2 damage on the closest enemy unit in range. Ah. Unlocks Fanatical Devotion and Flesh is weak. First time this unit suffers fatal damage, its HP is set to 1 instead. At the end of its next turn, then suffers fatal exterminate damage. So you basically get 1 more round to finish things off. After Fanatical Devotion is triggered, this unit can avoid being exterminated at the end of its next turn if it kills an enemy unit. Ah! That is pretty powerful. So you give defense to an ally and get more ranged damage as well. Each time you lose HP, you get defense. For each defense point Videx has, he gains 2 energized stacks. You can make allies ignore damage in a radius. Divination at the start of each skirmish. Inflict damage on an enemy unit. 6 damage. Plus 10 Requisition. Electro Priest under Videx's command gain Electro Infusion. Each time this unit loses HP, it recovers 1 defense. 2 special Electro Priests are permanently added to Videx's Glade. And this gun is insane. After completing a ritual, Videx gets energized. 1 range. +1 minimum damage. Remove defense down and defended from Videx. Reduce movement. Exposed. Penetrating line area of effect. When this unit kills an enemy unit for the first time in a skirmish, it recovers 2 HP. Ooh, the staff inflicts defense down.
Radiation and perspiration.
Be a connection between this unit and Kepra. Skitarii Alphas and Skitarii Marshals under Kepra's command gain connected. Special resource specific to Kepra and the units under her command gain 1 stack for each distinct connection between this unit and an allied unit. Karian Princeps under Kepra's command gain connected. Grant armor to all allied units with at least 1 connection. Strengthened and energized to all allied units. The user already has at least 1 connection, it gains focused. The user already has at least 1 connection, it recovers 2 HP. First time Kepra reaches 5 connected stacks in a skirmish, generate 2 cognition points. So if I have 5 Skitarii Alphas in my team, I'll immediately get that. Illumination. Plus movement, this unit weapons gain +1 max damage and the assault and multiple uses traits. Damn. Final Data Whisper. When killed, generate cognition point. So 2 HP to units in the area with connected. Inflict 1 damage on units in the area without connected. Is the damage inflicted by the Electro Probe augment? It's like an AoE spell, basically. Expose on enemy units in the area. Priority target. Suffer 1-2 additional damage from attacks made by units with at least 1 connection. Suffer 2-3 additional damage from attacks made by units with at least 3 connection. Yeah, so she's got like a death mark thing. Establish a connection between Kepra and the closest allied unit not already connected to Kepra. Passive connection. Inflict priority target on enemy units in the target area. Move the next 3 Adeptus Mechanicus slots in this round's turn order to come immediately after Kepra's turn. God damn. Skitarii Alphas, Sicarian Princeps and Skitarii Marshals under Kepra's command gain plus HP. Special Skitarii Marshal is permanently added to Kepra's Glade. Archeolas Pistol can be used within melee range. Mindblade Pistol, +1 damage against units with priority target. Yeah, and she's got a heal as well. Remove negative statuses. Special resource specific to Row and the units under their command. For every X data core stack a unit has, the stated effect triggers once consumed on use. At the end of this unit's turn, generate cognition point. Row begins each skirmish with 2 data core stacks. Restore HP to Row. When a unit under Row's command is killed, Row gains data core. Generate 1 data core stack if the user is a large unit. Row uses a skill, they're considered to have 1 data core stack. For every X data core stack a unit has, the stated effect triggers once consumed once. If we have 5 stacks, we heal 5. If Row has 5 or more data core stacks, each enemy unit in melee range of Row suffers 2 damage. Row has 5 or more data core stacks, Row recovers 2 HP. Gain strength and stacked it strengthens. Inflicts exterminate damage on enemy units in a target area. Ignores the target's post-death traits. So if that hits an enemy, if we have 10 choir stacks, it deals 5 damage and it stops them from using a revival protocol. Plus movement to servitors and large units. Need a skirmish deployment. Servitors under Row's command gain last strike. After suffering fatal damage from a melee attack, if able, make a melee attack against the attacker. Ooh, you could just roll waves of servitors on enemies and they don't always get that last attack. Servitors under Row's command gain HP. Reduce the requisition cost of Row recruiting a Castellan robot or Cataphront destroyer. Servitors under Row's command gain field repairs. After this unit is killed, it has a 40% chance to return to its leader's glade at the end of the skirmish. So you get that last strike in to deal damage, and they might be returned for the next skirmish as well. Bypass defense attack. Why does it say bypasses defense there? Oh, ignores defense and ignores armor. Yeah, different things. Armor cross minus armor. Heavy Omnissiah axe. Charge in a straight line and inflict damage on the first unit encountered. So similar to the Necron leaders stuff. I really want to see the Necron leaders. Can make unlimited attacks of opportunity per round. Ooh, you charge in the middle of a bunch of rangers, and then you get attacks of opportunity on every one of them. Reveal the Xenos. Inflict provoked on enemy units in a target area and gain armored. If able, must attack the unit that provoked it. Accelerated and restore 1 HP to Row and each allied servitor, Cataphront, destroyer and Castellan robot on the battlefield. Delete every data acquire stack. Delete every data core stack. Apply the bonus for each group of X data acquire. Character sounds so complicated. Wording is really weird.
Information required.
Litany of Ancient Matrix costs 2 HP instead of 1 cognition point. Ooh, and multiple uses. If a unit is killed by the weapon action, the killed unit triggers a matrix explosion. When triggered, inflicts 2 damage on each unit in melee range. So you can make enemies explode. Or you can make your... when your character dies, they explode, like servitors. If you know that you're not gonna kill them with the attack anyways. For every X cognition point you have stored, this effect triggers once. X weapon action used by this unit inflicts +1 damage. You could really snipe some heavy hitters with that. Chain Matrix Explosion. When a unit is killed by a Matrix Explosion, it triggers another Matrix Explosion. Damn. Empowered attacks inflict impeded. Battleware override to allied units in a radius for 1 round. At the end of the effect, targets suffer impeded and weakened. Wait, what is the battleware override, though? It doesn't say. Once triggered, inflict 1/2 damage on a random unit anywhere on the battlefield. Ooh. Scavella and all allied units in range cannot be affected by Cenerite instability. Oh, random unit, it can deal damage to your allies as well. That is some gambling. A last round duration. I don't understand what the battleware override does. Grant battleware override to allied units in a radius for 1 round. At the end of the effect, target suffers impeded and weakened. It just sounds like we're giving impeded and weakened to our allies. Teleport to target location. And trigger Cenerite instability. Yeah, so you can make it so you have an aura that protects you from the Cenerite instability. Inflict Forbidden Protocol on enemy units. Increases chance of being subjected to Cenerite instability and suffers plus damage from its effect. You can make your melee weapon trigger centerite instability. Scramble field inflicts perturbed. Cannot make more than one action. You can disable characters with a lot of skills. Multiple uses for the Volkite Blaster. -1 cognition point to use. Assault.
Stalker Doctrina in effect.
I think I like Captrix the most. Oh, that is a floppy servitor arm. Oh, can't look at the robots. Ooh. I love painting these guys. Taser Gold inflicts defense down on targets. Top Carbine, 2 guaranteed damage. 15% chance to dodge attacks. Dodge can only trigger twice and resets on this unit's next turn. Cannot be subject of attacks of opportunity. You can really like backline. After killing an enemy unit, generate cognition point. When making a ranged attack, ignore dodge, obscured and similar effects. And Sonic Blade. 2 times 1 to 3 damage. Lost the target's armor, and Bear can still move after using. Otherwise similar, except for the perfect vision. These are really nice for taking out heavily armored targets. All these are good for defense targets. I can actually take a look at them. Why is there a third question mark? What are they hinting at? Is there gonna be a third faction in this game? Oh, maybe they're teasing a DLC already.
Stalker Doctrina in effect. Patience. I detect the data scent of the prey.
Transmitting.
Patience.
Deploy Prime Hermeticon Captrix to engage a Necron leader and gather data on its capabilities. New enemy.
Magos Dominus Faustinius, it troubles us that we have minimal data on the internal workings of the Necron warforms. I am tasking you with recovering an intact Necron for dismantling and technosection.
What of this sacred prohibition on researching Xenos technology?
A needlessly inflexible dogma. Such secrets the body of the enemy could reveal.
We are well aware of the sacred principles and have judged the potential value of such information to justify the moral danger. Faustinius, we expect this task completed with all haste.
I have fought the Necrons before, and I assure you, such a demand is all but impossible. The Necrons vanish when destroyed. We have taken to referring to it as phasing out. The precise mechanics still elude our understanding.
We have never been able to ascertain their destination.
Didn't Belisarius Call have a live Necron in his lab?
Most perturbatory. Yet the demand for data is undiminished. Engaging a principal Necron warform to generate additional combat data would help satisfy it.
Prime Hermeticon Captrix has been generating predictive data models to determine where members of the Necron leadership caste are most likely to appear.
Target-rich loci identified. Coursing routines pre-generated.
This is paint pattern. I'm really bad at recognizing the pattern or the colors. I just remember the obvious mask colors.
Take a force to the most promising location and engage a Necron leader construct. Assist the Skitari if you can, but your objective is to compel the target to display the full spectrum of its capabilities.
I have my codex right here. Big page on Belisarius Call. That's not quite Wasp Prime. Ryza maybe? Yeah, looked like Ryza's colors. They've got an orange color pattern.
And destroying it?
If doing so is expedient, feel free to eliminate the war form. It is the data we seek.
Mission parameters acknowledged. So long as my blade finds the foe, I shall rejoice in my duty.
Oh. Get the architect. Something new. Do I take infiltrators or rust stalkers? Oh, I can take both.
Class Necron is coordinating. Advancing to predicted target location. The hunt is on. Call the hunt.
Captrix, a hunter of both data and prey, prime Hermeticon, Captrix blends stealth and precision with the cold logic of the machine god. She moves fast, strikes first, and cripples enemy lines before they can react. Unlike other tech priest leaders, she can invoke her own canticles, enhancing her speed and lethality. Her first canticle boosts mobility, ideal for hit-and-run tactics, rapid charges or locking enemy range combatants in melee.
Modus Venator.
Nice. Ow.
Acquiring targets.
Damn, didn't take it down. Nice. Hell yep. And they've only got enemies that are down now. Oh, you can deal damage by destroying obstacles. Holy shit. So you can knock a pillar down on someone. That was a smooth one.
Scrape Skitaricons for Lord Class sighting.
Prime the Mechanicus. One such enemy was sighted near your position but has moved on. Transmitting coordinates.
Trail confirmed. Prey data logged. The hunt commences.
It was last seen moving at your heading 96.1.
Acknowledged. Tracking protocols in effect. Accessing primal coursing techniques, visual contact, environmental trace analysis, behavioral prediction. We hunt in the ancient manner, with perceptiveness and guile.
Guitar unit's com scrape indicates Necron Lord in combat area. Precise location unknown, awaiting command input. Send out troops to search for signs of the Necron Lord, deploying them on a wide front to maximize the ground covered. Focus the search on statistically likely locations for a high-value target, risking failure but decreasing time and potential enemy contacts. Pursuit Alpha. Let Prime Hermetic and Catrix take the lead, personally searching for traces of the target, while protected by the rest of the strike force. Hunter's instinct.
Command protocols exchanged. Targeting doctrines imposed. More hounds for the pack.
Nice.
The prey gathers its pack to defend it. I detect the data scent of the prey. Stalker Doctrina in effect.
Four times 1 to 3 damage. Holy shit. Oh, good thing there's all these allies to tank hits from us. Oh shit, I think I destroyed an obstacle, not the enemy. Nice. Okay, so I guess it always falls one way. So you can basically use the flechets to finish off the resurrecting Necrons and get the invocation for movement to get a melee attack in. So very mobile.
I detect the data scent of the prey.
Nice. Did I even take damage? I think we're good.
Stalking protocols in effect. Once within our sight, no prey leaves it alive.
High value target engagement imminent. Tactical disposition undefined, awaiting orders. Enemy must be taken down before it can retreat or be reinforced. HQ stealth to close the distance rapidly and force the battle. Employ covert movement to split the force and flank the enemy, to attack from multiple angles. Prioritize cover and fire support when advancing on the target to minimize incoming fire. Run them down.
Hunt ends. Kill commences.
Plus movement. I think I remember the vigilance rising during fights in one as well.
Predator-prey paradigm in effect. Ours is the kill, and yours is the fate already cut short.
Oh, I like her. Ooh, Lich Guards. Lich Guards and a Necron Lord.
Acquiring targets.
Ooh, we can flank them. Oh, and that extra movement, they both... Well, I can't do it on both of them, but still. Get fucked. Damn. Flatten that servitor. Oh, they've got armor. So the Rust Stalker will be good on them.
Call the hunt.
Nice hit. Oof, and they can... I can ignore armor, and they can ignore defense. Oh, I could knock that pillar on my own guy. Most excellent. Get that cognition point, expose them. Incense for extra damage. Melee this guy. And shoot this one. Nice. Already liking this character. And when we get that synergy with the infiltrators and ruststalkers, they're gonna be even better. Oh, nice, the radiation. Take out that reanimating Necron. I'm worried that they're gonna awaken them when they get to their lord. Nice, Lich got down. That was a shit hit. Oof. God damn, another one. Wait, do they have something? When being attacked from the we can attack them from the back. Well, that's good to know. I probably should have fucking read the stuff. God damn it. Each lord in range is granted defended. Each lord in range recovers HP at the end of the turn. Okay. What about the lord? LA ranged. Action arrow. 1 use per skirmish. 7 to 9 damage. Ignores defense, ignores armor. Chance to dodge attacks. What? Cannot be dodged. Okay. Fairly simple. Leave the servitor to take the hit, hopefully.
I detect the data scent of the prey.
Nice, get irradiated on the lord.
Patience.
And lord is down.
The prey has fallen. Understood. The greatest spoils are of knowledge.
Transmitted data is received, archived and partitioned. We find much to satisfy our curiosity. The cause of knowledge has been sated, for now.
That means your mission is complete, Prime Hermeticon. Return to Ex Veritas.
Nice. I really like playing as her.
Lying in wait.
It reduced the vigilance of the stratagems. It reduced requisition costs for the carrion units. And could build to the assassination, so my Sicarians would deal +1 damage from behind. That would be pretty sweet. Assault on the flechette. +2 round duration on the incense is pretty nuts. Oh yeah, probably. Oh, no, never mind. Plus range. If the user kills an enemy unit, reset the cooldown of this canticle. Oh. That's all the time I have for today. I have a shift tomorrow. It was really fun to try this one. I'm really liking what they did with this. I mean, it's just a surface touch, but everything seems really cool so far. I did play one a long time ago, so I don't remember a whole lot from it. Yeah, always fun to play Warhammer stuff. What kind of upgrades do we have for the Sicarians? Sicarian infiltrators would get a flechette blaster as well. Yeah, thanks to Cassetto Games again for setting me a key for this one. Thanks to Lone and Liana for dropping by. I'll see everyone during the weekend, maybe on Sunday. I'll see what I'll play then. Might even continue this. But yeah, see everyone.